I want anybody who's there to have like really no credibility. It is until you leave that you start being honest. It is until you leave till you say what happened to you. It is till you leave till you see what you allowed to happen to yourself. So let me say it like that and make everyone comfortable. This is what I allowed to happen to me. I let a man kill my daughter. Even though there's things I didn't know about. Even though there's things that I wasn't aware of that I was lied to about. Even though there's secrets that came out to the surface later to where now I'm like, oh yeah, you don't know. You don't need to be in this out here at all. You're on the phone from jail trying to incite violence through people on the jail phone. Like, I'm not even worried about a court case. I'm not even worried about your well-being or any of that. All I know is what I went through being there. And I know that if I give details, I might as well go ahead and this is all that's offline work. If I want to do anything actually, to do something about this, it's not on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that's why we're not like too pressed.
Definitely for me.
Saying little details because first of all, people's energy, right? They're hungry for to the exposure, to be exposed, right? That's what they're really hungry for. So we don't go into the specifics about it because at the end of the day, if we have an issue with him, we go to him directly. Like, there's no point of us mentioning here because there's nothing that they're gonna take from that information that's that they can use to better themselves. There's nothing that's good that's gonna come out of it other than validating their own demonization of this person, which might be valid, but it's just that, like, we on some other shit. We on growth. We on spiritual development. Like, it's a different frequency. So when we talk, they don't get it. When we talk, it doesn't make sense to them. It feels like, well, why aren't you guys saying what you need to say? And it's not that we don't think that he's done shit in his life that was foul, that was out of balance, that was out of harmony, that wasn't righteous. We do acknowledge that that's in his nature. Like, we know that that's a fact.
Y'all got no reason to really be talking about him anymore, pretty much. Y'all busy. Like, I'm trying to get
we got so much.
I was on the phone. I was there when y'all was on the phone with him. Like, I could hear it. I was like, yo, they're busy. If you trying to you're still trying to talk to them. Like, they're clearly trying to get off the phone. They're doing something. I'm like,
what do you want?
You calling me?
You wasn't saying that.
You gotta go. I was on the.
Why you calling?
Yeah, I was on the other side. I'm like, yo, just stop. Like,
Yeah.
I remember that. No, and you guys, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, we just gotta get like you guys. I'm really trying to get to that point, and I'm only gonna speak on, like I said, what I allowed to happen for me.
Yeah.
And I don't care to do it, and I actually don't care to do it in the system. I care to do it publicly because the lies have been to the public, to the people, not to the government. They're figuring it out. We've been lying to the people. You know what I'm saying? I have to clear my name and I have to clear my slate. I have to talk about what I have to say it like this now. I have to talk about what I allowed to happen.
Yeah. No, real. That's real. Like, and I think a lot of times we come on here, we want to be like teachers and stuff, but like, and just teach knowledge. But there's an aspect
of my life
to just be like transparent, just come from your heart. Like to say like, look, this shit that you did. Yes, I played a role in it, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that shit. Like, that wasn't righteous. I don't think that was right. Like, I think it is balance of like recognizing your part in it, but also holding others accountable. I just know for in this live and the people that are watching and what they're expecting, I don't want to feed that energy. But I do believe in the balance of holding others accountable as well as yourself. And I think that's righteous. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I came on here and I only felt love. I do know that the people are different, and that's kind of like, guys, like, I kind of ignore y'all comments, I kind of ignore y'all's energy because I vibrate on love. If I come into a space and you guys are thinking I'm going to do anything combative or anything like that, that's not me. That was me trying to be nature boy if you ever see me do that. I'm not like that, guys. I'm not like that at all. Like, my not self theme is frustration and anger. Like, I'm at peace, like, all the time. Like, it's all love here. I only want a love vibration to be here. At the end of the day, these people have done nothing but help me. Rambo, you done brought me so much Chinese food. I know you done had some extra shit when you was out, but
you know that.
I know you did.
I'm sure you figured that one out when you became the Go Out crew.
Heck yeah, I became Go Out.
Bro, I was the heaviest I ever been at Carbonation. Why Rambo the only one that's putting on weight?
Right, Rambo big. What's going on over here? I seen you working out. That's another thing. I used to teach to not work out. Definitely, guys, please hit the gym. I'm in the gym right now.
Yeah, I love the discipline of it. I just love it.
For your own well-being, that's my message to people. My message at the end of the day that I want to teach to just living my life. I really don't care to get on here and teach. I'm kind of over the teaching because I realize that there's no level of knowledge that you can have that's gonna get you to tap into your heart and just be real with yourself. Yeah. That perspective switch happens from just looking in the mirror, and that's why I can't argue anything Serenity said. She's 100% correct. If you guys think that this is bad because I had a traumatic situation, that's what I'm talking about. You can't let any blockages or let any traumas get in the way of you understanding and listening to someone else and trying to build yourself. Don't limit yourself from your own blockages. That's what I teach. Open your heart. Remove those blockages that will get you to not listen, to be arrogant, to be too prideful, to where you're no longer able to grow as a soul. No, you want to connect to every part of you. Everybody is correct because that's how they're seeing you. So it's the truth. And the more you can accept more truths, the closer to love you're being, the more source you're becoming. If you keep denying truth, you're denying people, you're denying perspectives, you're denying how they felt or how they perceived what you said, so what? That's how they perceived it. Understand them for a moment. It's not your job to do that. When you're vibrating in love and compassion, it's going to happen innately. You're going to be open and be like, okay, I see where you're coming from. You know what? I can learn this, and that from that. Thank you. Ain't nobody supposed to be the fire lord or fire god. We're all allowed to light each other's torches. We're all about to be lit. And I believe that we're actually in a time to where everybody is actually allowed to awaken to this highest frequency. I think if there was ever a time in humanity, it is now. Look at the trend of technology. It's beautiful. This is the evolution of our minds. We need to connect to that love in ourselves, connect to our hearts, be honest with ourselves, the inner child and the imagination. So please, I don't know. I'm so excited to be a parent one day. I love that idea because I love children. I love watching children, the imagination, when they're playing in their imaginaries and they're doing what they do. And I'm like, yo, it's in a whole other world. I need to get like that, yo.
Yeah, you were one of the people, when we brought Zen, you were actually one of the only people that was, there, trying to see if you could help. And because when we brought Zen, bro, the energy was terrible. You remember that?
Yeah,
it was.
I remember. So we're like, can I see the baby? Everybody else was like, I don't know that frequency.
That's interesting. What do you think, bro?
You could have sworn we brought a fucking demon into the house. They were like.
It was because it was all raining and whatnot.
Yeah, it was a crazy night, bro.
It was very interesting.
Oh boy!
What is the one thing that you learned about yourself being in that experience?
One thing I learned about myself, I learned everything that I'm not. The number one thing, like I said, my number one demon that I would say that I had to shake off and I had to master was self-doubt. Now, in life, especially after I've left recently, as I trust my heart and trust myself, I can't even begin to tell you the level of magic that I walk through. Everything that I think of or want, it just pops up. Anytime I think of something or want something and I just feel it, it happens. I've been getting everything for free. I gave away my only diamond necklace. I gave away like a couple $1,000s worth of diamonds to somebody. I just gave it to him because he said he liked it. And then just a little bit later, I lost my luggage. All of my clothes got stuck somewhere else. I have no clothes. I'm at this house. All of a sudden, he opens up the door and he gives me all of the clothes in this room. And this is all really nice, fresh, brand new clothes. Everything is brand new clothes, stuff that he wanted to buy, I never could wear. And it's all in my same exact size. He gave everything to me. And not just that, I established a friend. And I've been doing this every day, every moment. My heart says, go this way. Walk outside right now, bro. Just go outside. Why? I don't know. I haven't walked outside. Go outside. Some guy smoking a cigarette. Well, hey, I like your hat. Yeah, I like your hat. And then just start a conversation. Next thing you know, we're crying together, talking about the simple solutions to our problems. Stepping in love. I do this every day. Most all of my work is offline. Pretty much all of my real work is offline. I only get on here to share like the fun stuff with y'all. Yeah, I don't care about the drama. I don't want that. It's love. I've learned that I am really like love, and it's okay. When people are going to say this to me and say that to me, have all these different perceptions, I have to accept those. And I have to keep dancing and being happy. And I'm in my Leo North node ever since I separated from the Aquarius South node. The group. Cool. Guaranteed success. And it's not about fame to me. It's all about being happy and honest with myself when I look in the mirror. Like now I don't see me when I look in the mirror. I see the real me. I see my heart again. I see life again. You know, I'm different. I'm just different. I'm able to love again. I've noticed I have a hard time receiving love. As much as I give it, it's almost harder for me to receive it. I literally have to put my guard down to receive love. That's how much of it is in my reality. That's my life. And I'm accepting my life. And I'm not going to feel bad about my energy. I'm trusting it, and I'm going to keep trusting it because the universe is clearly saying, yes, yes, yes. Keep going. Keep doing it. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I have no idea. I just follow my heart every day. And they taught, that number one thing I walked away with was the mastery of the self-doubt demon. And that's at the very moment where I called them, got them on the phone, convinced them, went through the whole meeting like y'all did to leave. You know, that was that moment where I was like, you know what? I trust myself. This feels right. Everybody's telling me no. Everybody's telling me wrong. But my heart is saying, keep going. Mm-hmm. You know, so the self-doubt is gone. People do it to me now. People are all the time. They're like, bro, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. I'm like, I didn't mean to do that to you. This isn't that. I don't mean to argue. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I just stay happy. And they're like, how are you happy? That's disrespectful that you're happy. I'm like, no, I'm just going to keep dancing over here. I'm just going to stay in love, bro. I'm sorry. I can't help you no more. And that's just how I am.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I've learned is to trust my heart and stay on my frequency of love. Like, it's open to everything.
Yeah, one of the things I think for me, like when leaving was just, because I know people get upset when we say like to take accountability, but one of the concepts I learned, like a lot of shit that I learned there, I started finding it in other areas of my reality through other people. So it just verified to me like that I shouldn't let go of everything I learned because of a person that I don't want to associate with or who I don't revere in a certain way anymore. But because even that concept of accountability, there's somebody out here who calls it extreme ownership, but it's the same concept where you take extreme accountability for everything in your reality and every decision you've ever made. Even the things that seem like it was other people's fault, you take accountability. Like say you're a leader, right? You're in the military and somebody in your battalion or whatever, they fuck up something. You could easily be like, oh, that person fucked up. But you're the leader, so you're responsible to making sure that your team is equipped with all the knowledge and everything they can to execute. So you take responsibility of that circumstance. So
as a leader,
that's the perspective we adopted, where everything in our reality, bro, everything, all the people, all the situations, they're all residuals of our actions, our decisions. And when we look at life that way, it empowers us to be able to take control of our life and to know that what we do makes a difference. Yeah. So that's where we're coming at it from. It has nothing to do with Nature Boy.
How do you respond when you find the thing you want to take accountability of? What is it that you guys actually do in response to that?
Well, you see how your actions led to that happening, right? To where, or your action or your lack of action.
Everything exactly. Inaction is still action.
Right. Where all of that led to that. Or maybe you didn't provide enough information. Maybe you didn't speak up. Maybe you didn't communicate clearly. Maybe you did communicate, but you thought it was clear, but obviously it wasn't clear enough. So there's all these...
Maybe you doubted yourself.
Yeah, you got to go back and look at and develop those parts of yourself to stop this situation from repeating itself. So, yeah, I think that's kind of like the blueprint, how you can go trace all these things in your life that might be issues. And then trace it yourself.
Yeah,
I can find it in my childhood again. Yeah, I can find definitely.
Yeah.
It's so simple. It's like this. My name is Courtney P. Townsend. So I grew up. Oh, you got a girl's name. You got a girl's name. But I'm like, I'm not a girl. I'm a guy. Guys, I'm a guy. So I'm not a girl. Oh, but you got a girl's name. So I grew up with that every year of my life. I grew up fighting being a new kid every year of school. I went to a new school, and I was a new kid, and I always had a fight. and it was always me being bullied for my name and me showing I'm not going to let you bully me. And then at the end of the day, I had to learn and accept the name and be like, look, it doesn't matter what they think about me. I know who I am.
Right.
And that's when I started proudly owning the name. I used to try to change my name. I used to try to do all those things, but after a while, I'm like, no. What's your name? My name's Courtney.
And that takes the
What?
power away.
Yeah, my name's Courtney. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing? Yeah. Oh, that's a girl's name. I'm like, okay. Can I help you? And I got over it. But that was a major trauma, and that left a lot of room for self-doubt in other areas when I looked in the mirror.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole name. It started with my name. You know what I mean? The big identity issues early in my life, for sure.
Yo, but that's a good point right there, because I wanted to touch on this. As men, coming from that experience, there's like this reflection that happens. Like, damn, I was really in a situation where I allowed another man to dictate how I move. Like, there's these insecurities that kind of come up, because I dealt with them coming out too. But I think that my perspective was like realizing that and making sure that I embody the qualities. Because I always say this, like, if you don't have a gravitational pull, you're going to get sucked up into somebody else's gravitational pull. And the people who have gravitational pull are the ones that are in their full So if you're not in your full expression of yourself, you kind of just, you orbit somebody else's
It's called a lost soul.
Yeah, exactly. You become a
It's
lost
called
soul.
a lost soul. Let me ask you this: do you say that being in complete alignment with your true self, your real self, your real ego? Would you say? I'm sorry. Would you say that that's the same thing as being in your purpose?
Yeah, I think. I mean, we talk about like you're always in your purpose, no matter what. Because even being at Carbonation was part of your purpose. Like all these things, you're in being who you're supposed to be, and which is your purpose in this lifetime.
So can you never not be your true self?
Right. Yeah. So even the
and that's
shadows.
What you were saying, Serenity. I felt that.
Yeah, everything is like your true self, essentially.
But the difference is that now you are aware of it. A lot of people aren't aware that they're in their purpose, but people like you and I and people in the room is that we are aware that we are in our purpose. How it unfolds, we don't know. But the way that I looked at Carbonation for everyone, before we got there, we were not in awareness. We was just like, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for
Tell
something.
me what to do.
And there, and I think Zen's crying. And I think that we had to experience that experience so that we could fully see who we really are. And some of them parts were not good. Some of them parts were really bad. And some people's demons were expressed, and this elder, this is why I changed the way I looked at Carbonation. This elder that I met here, she was like, you have two different gurus. She said, you have a left-sided guru and you have a right-sided guru. A right-sided guru is about love and peace and bringing you to the light. The left-sided guru is the darkness, shadows, demons, bringing your shit to the surface. And so the left-sided guru will put you in situations because their medicines at the end of the day is to heal you, to help you see yourself. And so they said Nature Boy is a left-sided guru. That's why he does the things that he do. He's a devil's advocate.